National Assembly Speaker Justin Muturi has broken his silence over the not-so-honorable display by members of the August House during last Thursday's special session on the controversial Security Laws Amendments Bill of 2014. A session that was turned into a venue for combat as Jubilee and CORD coalitions renewed their rivalry. Muturi's critics accusing him of losing control of the House and allowing the session to degenerate into the most shameful episode in Kenya's parliamentary history.
First of all, remember, members traveled at public expense, taxpayers' money. Even as they were singing there, they had already logged in to be paid sitting allowance. What were they going to be paid to be paid for doing? For singing, dancing, fighting? I took the decision that the business for which I had summoned the House had to be concluded.
Though Muturi insists he made the right decision to allow debate on the security bill to proceed amid acrimony and chaos, some observers are of the opinion that he should have adjourned the session to allow lawmakers build consensus on the then proposed legislation. But the Speaker insists that the acts of lawlessness witnessed on Thursday were choreographed.
Having adjourned the morning sitting, it would have been extremely dishonest on my part to now succumb to threats, because people have been instructed not to participate in business for which they were being paid and for which they had traveled all the way from their constituencies to come and transact, only to be instructed otherwise by others. I think it would have been very dishonest. And for me, it would have set a worse precedent to allow forces outside of Parliament to dictate what is going to happen in the House, because that is what is going to happen.
Though the Speaker accuses CORD of causing the Thursday stampede in the House, the opposition claims Muturi had strict instructions from State House to ensure that the security bill was passed. The CORD team insisting that Muturi should quit for allegedly being a stooge of the Jubilee government and turning the House into an appendage of the executive.
Who opposed which bill from the executive? Merely because it came from the executive, and the Speaker insisted that because it has come from the executive, it must be passed. The Speaker is required to put a closure to debate also. You can't have endless debates. It is immaterial what the Speaker's feelings on a bill or a motion is.
Muturi's handling of the House has often been compared with that of his predecessors, key among them Kenneth Marende, who presided the 10th Parliament. Muturi's critics accusing him of lacking quote-unquote the Solomonic wisdom of his predecessor when handling acrimonious situations in the August House.
People have their own minor, idiosyncrasies here and there of sorts. They are at liberty to express themselves one way or other about the personality of Speaker Muturi, and that I cannot blame them. I don't blame anybody for even disagreeing with me. It is their right. It would be wrong for me to even get annoyed because somebody disagrees with my thinking. They shouldn't.
For now, the Speaker has declined to divulge details of the disciplinary measures that will be taken against the lawmakers caught on camera engaging in chaos. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission has recommended that the culprits be stripped of their seats by enforcing provisions of the Leadership and Integrity Chapter in the Constitution. Francis Gachuri, Monday Special.